Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. So I got something to say here, something to tell you, which is that I'm going to go into the statistics here at the start of every episode and show you the last run to prove to you that I did not cheat off stream for the purposes of win streaking, if you're interested in that, right? Essentially, this is just going to be, at the start of each episode, I'll go, hey, here's the last run I did. It was the Merchant on Forest, which is the last run I recorded, etc., etc. Now, you'll notice, hey, wait, there's another run there. Yeah, so I started this episode, General on the Coast. 5 seconds in, I looked over and I went, oh, fuck, my mic's muted, isn't it? Yeah, so if you want to count that, then we're back to 0. Otherwise, we're at 1, and we're the General on the Coast today. And there we go. Just a little something to tell you at the start here, but not that big of a difference maker. I'm just going to make sure I open up statistics and show you the last run before each episode begins. Anyway, hey, how you doing today? How is it going? It should be Sunday morning for you, I believe. It's Friday night for me. Still. Not still. I recorded yesterday's episodes early morning, or not early morning, like when I woke up, which is early morning, depending on how you look at it. I recorded those around 2:30 in the afternoon, which is when I woke up. I've been very productive today. It's Friday, it's my day off of streaming, and, productive is a subjective term, depending on how you look at it. I've been productive or not productive. I've been talking about this Hades video. It may even be up by now. And I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. After working on it, I'm not sure. We'll see, right? I feel like Hades is a game that look at how long my Ratropolis episode, or my Ratropolis guide series was. House, Wave 1. I know what I'm doing here. Go back, and if you did not see my Ratropolis guide series, and this game is relatively straightforward, that guide series was like 8 or 9 parts, and each part was like 20 minutes. And so I wanted to make a video that wasn't that, so I made like the very basic condensed down, here's the mechanics of Hades video, and got it to be about 25 to 30 minutes, which honestly I'm pretty impressed with. I'm gonna take advisor here. Landlord from that advisor again. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. But no, that's condensed down. If you know nothing about Hades, I made that video. Essentially, that Hades intro video is not for you if you have played Hades and have beaten the game a few times and you're pushing up the heat ladder. That video is for you if you're like, hey, Hades, that game's kind of interesting. I am interested in learning more about it and maybe watching this guy play it. But just jumping in at max difficulty is going to be very difficult for me to catch up. That is what this video is for. This video is for, like, I have not beaten the game yet. Maybe I've beaten it once or twice. This is for you. I'm going through, like, the very basics, talking about mechanics in the game, the different boons, the room types you see, things like that. And if that video does well, I'll make more in-depth things for the current update, go through like my thoughts on the weapons, which ones I like, which ones I don't like. You know me, I like ranking things. Yeah, I lost my fucking intro buff because I muted my microphone. Maybe a blessing in disguise, who knows. And also, if you have no interest in Hades, disregard that. But I had all the footage that I wanted, and I was like, okay, my recording folder is getting pretty full. Every like couple of weeks I just clear out all of my recordings folder, which is why, for example, episode 20 of Ratropolis is gone forever, because I just delete the recordings. I think I have the only recording that I'm holding on to is the recording where I got the Slayer's achievement, because that one's cool. But no, if YouTube is just like, hello, we're going to ruin you now and take down all these videos, I will be these videos will not come back. So, I don't see that happening. I don't see any reason for YouTube to knock these videos out, but if that were to happen, I would be unable to recover them, because I'm just putting them on YouTube and then clearing them off my PC, because otherwise my PC would be fucking full right now. But Hades is set. I had all the footage, but I didn't have it sorted. I just have to like go through and figure out which file's which. I'm gonna try taking Slinger. No, I don't want to take Slinger when I didn't get down to... I did get down to 5 cards, but I didn't get down to 4 cards, so I don't want to take Slinger. No, I'm going to take Slinger in a wall here. Yeah, and we're just going to take it easy. Oh yeah, you also get 2 population for that. Right. But no, I've had those files on the computer for like a week or 2 now, so I wanted to finally put it into motion. So I sat down today on my day off and I started editing the video together around... It was probably about 7 p.m. my time, and I just finished it up. And, well, I didn't just finish it up. I finished it up, and then I tried my hand at making a thumbnail for it, which, you know, I'm probably just gonna have... If I'm gonna do Hades, I'm probably just gonna have Molly make me thumbnails, because she's a lot better at it than I am. But that video is now like set to upload. I made a thumbnail to see how the video does, and it is 1:30 in the morning, which I'm not complaining, right? I'm not being like, this isn't me being like, oh, this took so much effort, I am exhausted. No, don't take it like that. I put a little work into it, you know. These videos, as I've said, the greatest thing about them is that they have very small lead time. I just like record for 40 minutes and then create a thumbnail in 3 minutes and set to upload. Probably overall, to make the 2 Ratropolis episodes for the day, we're gonna take Musketeer here. Right? Yeah, we're gonna take Musketeer. Overall, to make the 2 Ratropolis episodes for the day, it probably takes me about, assuming that I win both or lose both in a reasonable fashion, the day's episodes probably take me like maybe an hour and 10 minutes total, from recording to setting to upload to making the thumbnail, which is not a lot of time. Stone Shard takes me however long it takes me to make the episode, plus, you know, the same. But for some reason I'm very unmotivated for Stone Shard. Like, I should be recording Stone Shard right now, but instead I was like, well, 1:30, that video's exporting right now. What am I gonna do? I mean, what do I do at a time like this? I play Ratropolis, I record it. It really has become my way to be like, hey, I got something on my mind that I wanna get out there. And the thing on my mind is like, yeah, I spent a decent amount of time on that Hades video. I hope it does well. I hope that it does well. I mean, that's it. I will refresh here. The steel, man, is calling to me. Not like the steel man, like the man made of steel. No. Superman is not calling me right now. The card Steel, S-T-E-A-L, is calling to me. What do I remove here? I think I remove grain and just go Potter Steel here for a little bit. But yeah, I hope that video does well. If it doesn't, it's no big deal. I had fun making it, but it would be nice. You know, I spent like the only other video that I spent a lot of time on making was my Nightmare Mode Made Easy video. Editing that and like cutting it up, it took me an entire night. Like I had a night off, similar to the Hades video, and it took me the entire night to make that video. It was like probably including the time it took me to record it, it was probably like 6 or 7 hours of effort, which, you know, I know people put more effort into their videos than that, but it still would be nice if it does well. But, you know, it's fine either way, truly. Either way, this is what it is. I'm laying the groundwork so that now you can watch. I don't know about salvage here. I'll take it. Yeah. I'm laying the groundwork so that if you're watching these videos, you can also watch those videos, right? Same thing I did with Ratropolis. I feel like when I start a new series, I want to have the resources if I'm just jumping in at a higher level, for the reason of, well, I played it on stream and learned it over there, so if you don't watch my stream religiously, then you're behind. So now you can have the mechanics. If it does well, I'll make more videos. Otherwise, Hades daily runs, Heat 20, probably coming pretty soon. And yeah, I'm excited. I think that Hades is a game, unlike Ratropolis. I think it is a game where I can reach a point where I can win every run. Get in the right side? Were there 2 bosses? I was not I'm not sure if there were two bosses on the left side or if the right side just got fucking decimated. Enemy right side, not my right side. My right side crushed. But no. Hades coming soon. Similar to this game, I'm going to be aiming for win streaks at a high difficulty. Take that upgrade. Take War in here. Yeah. Rally in Steel I don't like. But it's more content, like I've been saying. I want to make more stuff. Hades is more stuff, and it's something that you may enjoy. And if you don't enjoy, that's fine too. I accept that decision. You are entitled to your decisions. I respect you enough to believe you can make the correct choice for what you should watch of my content. I should take Aid Station here. But I still want to make the review video for Phoenix Point. Of course, that means I have to play Phoenix Point, which is the big turnoff there, if you don't know. And XCOM Chimera Squad came out today. I'm thinking about maybe making that a YouTube series if you guys would be interested in that. I wasn't thinking about that until like right now, where I was like, huh, am I gonna stream Chimera series or Chimera Squad? Probably not, because of FTL. Well, I could play it on YouTube. I don't know, just making thumbnails is all that worries me about YouTube. I'm bad at it, and I don't want to be like, hey, I need another thumbnail, haha. But it's really just, it's the bottleneck. I think I'm trying to learn them myself so I don't have to continuously be like, hello, I need a thumbnail. Hey, I can finally play salvage, hell yeah. Please don't be barrels. It's harpoons, let's go, that's great news. Although harpoons, they're gonna be a little annoying, we kind of hope they get stunned, I guess. Or will he just not pull? I don't know. Okay, I'm not playing Militia, I'm just gonna let Musketeers tank here. We have a Steel Infinite setup, so I'm not too worried about Musketeers tanking a few hits, maybe one or two die. No big deal. Okay, that's what's going on. Essentially, I'm gonna have a day ahead on Ratropolis now because I finished doing that Hades video and I went, shit, what do I do now? Well, I want to do more YouTube stuff. So what else do I do when I want to do more YouTube stuff than record Ratropolis? The answer is nothing. This is it. I'm gonna say goodbye to Militia here. I'm gonna record a little Stone Shard maybe after this episode. I might only record this episode and not do two back-to-back, which would also be fine. Even just one extra episode is cool. Do not play that. We want to play salvage. My plan here is basically just salvage up some houses. Don't play these cards in the wrong order though. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you? How are you doing today? I hope that you are holding up as always. Starting this part of the episode about like 13 minutes in because I had something on the brain that I wanted to hit you with right away. I should hit this aid station. But no, I have not had any more soda, but I had a realization today that might drive me back to soda. It's a very simple realization. I looked at the Arizona green tea bottle, and I went, hey, wait, what? And I've said this before, right? But I was like, what does it actually look like on the, oh, fuck. Oh, God. This isn't good. We're gonna need to put down some guards and slingers to deal with this, right? You need fast damage against these guys. But no, I looked at the Arizona green tea bottle, and I was like, okay, just out of curiosity, what does this look like? How much sugar is in this thing? And with the amount of green tea that I'm drinking, I'm taking in more sugar than I do when I drink one bottle of Coca-Cola a day. And so, you know, when I realized that, I went, I went, huh. Call merchant, that is what I sounded like. Give me a refresh here. You can make a good case for shock, but I don't want it. Yeah, shield rat. Alright. And train is pretty good here as well, right? I'm gonna take training. This is the ultimate test of will. Can I utilize training without throwing the run? Can I just press this button, get the benefit from it, and move on with the run? That's the question that we face here today. This is a Herculean task for myself, as I'm sure you're aware. I am going to overcome, though. Let's Druid on the Coast. Druid on the Coast isn't bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like, this is too much, though, I think. I think we're okay. Play this house out. We will see if I can get through this run without just absolutely throwing it, waiting to train. Right, I'm just gonna keep playing it, and we're gonna see. I want one more Musketeer. When they drop in first, it should be good like that. Weasel barrels should not cause a problem if they drop in first like that, because they should just get killed by Musketeers. Well, if our units turn and fight, it's not so bad, right? The Slingers also tank a hit or two, so it's not the end of the world either way. Alright, just give me +7, +21. Mostly want to use this buff to buff up Shield Rat. It's not actually that huge, to be honest with you, to be H with you here. But I think it's worth trying out. But without reuse, I don't think this is particularly strong, all things considered. Let's put the buff Slinger on the left side. I guess the real benefit of this is buffing up a guards to, like, so that slowly our guard stack will become unkillable with that health. Presumably. You got on this side? I need more guards on the left side. But you know. This one's actually off to a pretty solid start. I was offered a lot of Musketeers and that turns out to be pretty good. I hope that you are doing well today. I hope that this Sunday is going well for you. As well as it can anyway, in the, you know, current times. I'm good though. Despite it being my night off, I feel as though being very productive has helped me feel better today. Like I'm in a very positive mindset because I feel like I got a lot done. A lot of stuff that I've been, I mean, what I got done was the Hades video, but it's been something that I've wanted to get done for a while, so I'm glad that it is done, ready to go. I can expand the YouTube content a little bit more. And I really, in terms of content creation right now, I'm in an era of trying a lot of things to figure out what sticks. Right now, I have a ton of things to try out. Like new YouTube video ideas, new stream games, things like that, that I'm just like, okay, let's see if this is what is good. Let's see if this is what people like, right? I was watching a video talking about content creation and how to interact with your followers, your following base, however you want to place that word. The way, I don't want to say like fan base because it feels really weird to say, yeah, I have fans who watch Ratropolis. That doesn't feel right. Like even just saying it in that, like, just like that, I don't like that. I don't like calling you guys my fans. But regardless, where was I going with this? Video talking about content creation. Oh, in this video they say that the hardest part of content creation is the part where you are just screaming into the void. No one watches you, no one knows who you are. You are just sitting there making content that no one is watching. And I was there. I was definitely there. I had plenty of nights of streaming with 0 to 1 viewers, and like always 1 viewer because it was me watching the stream to make sure that everything was a-okay. I wasn't like dropping any major frames and nothing like that. But during those streams, it was very, gotta tell this guy to get lost. If I don't tell him to get lost there, I might miss the steel draw. I have had that happen before and it sucks. But when I'm just sitting there talking to myself, it's like this, right? It's like these videos kind of, where I'm just kind of having a good time talking about whatever. But mostly I was just playing Teamfight Tactics during those days, a heavily oversaturated game at the time. I was playing Teamfight Tactics at release as someone with no following whatsoever. But those videos, I didn't hate them. I had a few friends pop in every now and then and be like, hello. You know, like people I know in real life. I was like, I'm trying out streaming. By the way, we're about to get fucking killed so hard. I mean, I might not die here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna buff out our Musketeer population and hope that they can just pop this boss. But I am very concerned about the prospects of surviving this boss. But no, I think that the hardest part, well, if you get out of the 0 viewer rut, right? If you spend your entire content creation journey streaming to 0 people, it's gonna be disheartening, of course. But I saw a big boom of population. Ratropolis, what have you done there? I saw a big viewership boom at the start of the year, early January to mid-February. A lot of new faces showed up on the stream. Not necessarily sure. I don't have like a this is what I did, here's my tip, here's the secret to making it big. But I went from averaging like 10 to 20 to averaging like honestly like 7 to 15, more like, to averaging like 20 to 40 a night in Slay the Spire. And now that I've shifted off of Slay the Spire, I'm taking Assault Captain here. I'm not going to use him whatsoever. Moving Musketeers between walls sounds like an absolute nightmare. They're so slow. But now that I've shifted off of, I tried a few different other games on stream that weren't Slay the Spire because I don't want to spend an eternity streaming Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire, the verticality is almost entirely in becoming one of the best win streakers in the game, and I don't have an interest in doing that, so I've decided to move around and try different stuff, right? But in moving around, there's a lot of people who only watch Slay the Spire on Twitch, and I've been seeing some dips in the viewer numbers, and like I'll check the average numbers and see like, oh hey, we're down like 8 average for the month, and I look at that and go, ah man, that kind of sucks, right? Very long, convoluted way for me to get to a point of saying like, yeah, I think that if you spend eternity in the no one gives a shit 0 viewership rut, that's brutal, that's very tough. But for me, the disheartening part is watching the growth boom and then just like stagnate, right? I want. And it's like, it's interesting too, because when I was starting out, I was like, yeah, I'll be happy if I can average like 5 people a night and just have a good time. And now I'm averaging like 20 and going, I want more. But it's good, it's both a good and bad mindset to have, I think, about content creation. Because on the one hand, it keeps me trying new things, keeps me trying to improve. I won't ever be happy with where I am. But on the other hand, I won't ever be happy with where I am. So you see the problem. Anyway, I had a lot on my mind, which is why I wanted to make this Ratropolis episode. Really, is like I had something popping off the dome piece that I wanted to talk about, and this really was the perfect run for this, because like, look at this. This is I have a Steel Infinite Musketeer raise tax. Nothing interesting is happening in this run whatsoever. I literally am just sitting here talking aimlessly about creating content and winning the run in the background. Holy shit, I got Landlord Tax, man. That's a pretty nice combo. Okay, we'll take a medic just to help along. But no, that's what's been up with me in terms of making content. It's fun. I'm excited to try out new stuff, but it is like the YouTube is keeping me like, hell yeah. There's a reason I want to funnel more time into YouTube, and it's because I'm seeing like, yo, these Ratropolis videos are still, you know, you guys are still liking them. I'm averaging like 40 to 50 views per video now, which is more than I started, which, as I've said, I did not expect. No, it's just suck. I don't know what this guy's called whatsoever. But this run is Musketeers and Slingers. The Slingers are stunning enemies for the Musketeers to reload, which is a pretty cool combo, I think. But it's not particularly interesting. It's mostly just watching Musketeers shoot everything. Nothing too crazy, right? And as I've said, we'll get to this point eventually with Ratropolis. I almost called this game Slay the Spire. But we'll reach this point eventually. I knew we would, where I just completely put this game on the back burner. We're playing a run that's already happened, right? Raise tax plus steal. Who buddy? Here's an interesting one for you. I got a real exciting new unique combo I'm gonna show you in today's Ratropolis. Raise tax, steal. Oh, I know. You believe this guy? Who is he? Visionary. But, no. In conclusion, to wrap up my thoughts for you and also for me, hell yeah, thanks for the great support so far. Like, it really, truly, I don't want to ever come across as like, oh, well, this is why I'm always concerned about even talking about this. I don't want it to come across as, well, you guys are great, but I want more. You know, hopefully this isn't a surprise, but I do want to keep growing and, you know, increasing viewership numbers forever, ideally. Always improve. That's a little bit difficult, of course, but I can't even add houses here because my... I mean, I could, I guess, with mine. Never mind, I could have with mine. At the end of the day, my goal is to keep growing, which, for you, what does that mean? That means that I'm going to try out new stuff. On YouTube, it doesn't mean anything for you if you don't want it to, right? On YouTube, if you just like Ratropolis, Ratropolis isn't going anywhere, 2 episodes a day. And if you like me, you like hearing my voice, you like hearing me shoot the shit, I got new stuff on the way. On the stream, it's a little different. Right now, we're playing FTL, if you're interested in that. But, you know, the other thing is, the stream, for some people, is probably just at an unwatchable time. Sorry, this run is really loud. My musketeers, they're not being very courteous. They are being very loud. Very, very loud boys. They go shoot gun. I don't want any of this. I'm pretty sure 15 musketeers wins the run. Especially against this boss. Like, maybe against the sleep boss we would have more trouble, but I think this boss is no problem. But yeah. I don't know. I want to get to a point where I talk also... Because in this video as well, this video, if you're interested, if you make content and you're like, oh, what video is this? This is by Anthony Fantano, music reviewer, on his 2nd channel. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a 55-minute video of him talking to someone else who does music-related content. And I thought, it got me thinking, so I've been thinking about it a lot lately. But one of the other things is, they have like a little diagram that they talk about. It's like, to create content online and get people to actually give a shit, you want to spend 50% of your time... I might have it written down. I think I do actually have it written down on this page that's open. Move my phone off of this notepad here. Yeah, 50% of the time you want to talk to your audience, 30% of the time you want to talk to yourself, or talk about yourself, and 20% of the time you want to self-promote. Which isn't quite right, I don't think, like for the type of content that I'm making. Obviously these numbers are not exactly correct. Imagine if 20% of this video was me just self-promoting, and not 100% of this video, which it actually was, right? When you think about it, this video was just self-promotion. I got Arbalist, which actually ruins my Steel Infinite, but I don't think it matters, funnily enough. I'm just gonna sit here. I don't need to do anything else. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna wait for this wave to end, hopefully get a card removal, pull out a card, and mine back the steel. Easy way to recover this. But yeah, I want to reach a point where I'm like, yeah, and here's a story I'm gonna tell you about me. But I don't really have many interesting stories about me, I feel like. But this is one that's gonna be on the brain, and I'll work up to it, right? Ah shit, wait, steel's in my draw pile, isn't it? Yeah, I should not have redrew. My bad, my bad. Interesting. Okay. Let us pay our money. Let's fix this. I mean, do I need to fix it? Nah, I've got a 3498 guard ready to rock and roll here. I basically just need to wait 40 seconds, and then this is fixed instantly with the mine. I fucked up my mine usage by not paying close enough attention. But again, it doesn't matter. We're so far ahead at this point. But no, I'll get to a point as these runs become less focused, right? These types of runs, right, where I'm handed a pretty strong early win in whatever they give me. when I have runs like this, I'll probably go a little more, venture out and try out some new conversation topics. How about that? You know, I didn't do any HTML today. It is closing in on 2 a.m. I have not done my HTML for the day. Mainly because I was working on Hades, which is fine. I've been slowing down on it, you know. It's sad to say, but also it's not that big of a deal. Oh, this doesn't fix it either, because I need to turn off all that house. Right. This is a great look at how you can use mine to fix your infinites, and also how to not do it as I fuck it up. But it doesn't matter. Like, I can pay to redraw if it becomes real bad. Can you guys can you quiet down a little bit? I think my sound might be a little louder than usual. I don't know. Let me know if it's like louder than usual. If it is, it'll be fixed in tomorrow's episodes or maybe 2 days from now's episodes. I don't know for sure. It'll be fixed though. Just let me know. But yeah, I'll be It's an era. I guess it will affect the YouTube because it's an era of experimentation as well as I become more comfortable with Ratropolis, waiting for the next major update to hit. Right, as I settle in and start to understand the ins and outs of these runs a little bit clearer, I will probably have more episodes like this where I can go, oh yeah, this one is already over, we won. I'm gonna talk about whatever's on my mind. Really, this episode was just... This is probably the only episode I'm going to record, as I realize now that this episode was just me going, man, I really want to talk about what I just did today. And there's only one way for me to do that. Time to record Ratropolis. There's other ways for me to do this, of course, but, you know. Easy as that. Look at that. 31-minute run. Literally, like, this was an easy run. This was a easy peasy run. If you're keeping track of the streak, it's at 2 now. I'm not counting the loss, which was just me starting the run and then quitting because I went, whoops, forgot to unmute my microphone, haha. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me drone on about content creation for the, probably like, let's see, what episode is this? 113, 114, for like the 120th time, probably. If you enjoyed, leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thanks for being here with me.